item 3. Correction of votes and proceedings and official reports. We will start with the corrections of Thursday, 11th March 2021, page 1. Page 3. Page 4. Page 5. Page 6. Page 7. Page 8. Yes, honorable member.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. On page 8, item numbered 1616, Gemfi. Mr. Speaker, I was present yesterday in the chamber, but I've been marked absent. Thank you.
Table office. The honorable member for Odotubiri, who was present yesterday, take note. Page 9. Yes.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, on page 8, item number 31, Yusuf Mustafa Yagbakbor. I was present here yesterday, but is captured absent.
Yes, table office, take note.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Page 8, number 1. Yesterday I was in the chamber throughout the day, and I signed the attendance sheet. Thank you.
Again, table office to take note. And these are item 4, numbers 116 to 1. Now page 9.
Right Honorable Speaker.
Yes, please.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, page 8, item 21. I was present yesterday, but I've been marked absent. And then again, item 12. Honorable Dakumben Sam Kamara Ochi. He was also present, he's been marked absent. Thank you, Right.
We can now move to page 9. Page 10. Page 11. Page 12. Yes, honorable member.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. On page 12, Roman numeral 8, the Minister Designate for Central Region, Justina Marigold Hassan, obviously a female, couldn't have been addressed as Mr. So the Mr. should read Mrs. Thank you.
Yes, table of office, page 12, Roman number 8. That's an honorable lady, not an honorable gentleman. Yes, honorable member.
Hello. Right Honorable Speaker, I thought my honorable colleague, since he was at page 12, will draw attention to Roman numeral XIII, the Minister Designate for Northeast Region. The name should be Mr. Yidana Zakaria, not the rendition captured here. This appears to be Zakiria, but it's Zakaria. The official communication from His Excellency the President confirms that. I'm grateful, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you so much. Table office, take notes. Page 13. Page 14. Page 15. Page 16. Yes, honorable member.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Item number 13. My academic title, Doctor, is omitted. Please. Thank you.
Table office, the honorable member insists that his title should be properly captured. Doctor. That being the case, you have to properly capture all. And so it will not only be doctors, the misters and the masters and the professors, the allergies, the majors, and the nanas and the niece. You have to capture them all. Page 17. Page 18.
Mr. Speaker, page 18, item 23. Zuera has been omitted. Honorable Larba Zuera Budu, the Zuera has been omitted there. Thank you.
Omitted which of the tables?
18, 23.
Page 18.
Continuation from page 17 to 18.
Yes,
number
please.
23. Yeah. Thank you.
Number 23. Number 23 is Honorable Larba Abudi. Your case is that it should rather be Zuera.
Yes, Mr. Speaker. It's Abudul Larba Zuera. And then Honorable Larba Zuera has been omitted here.
Table office, capture her name properly. Honorable Hajia Larba Zuera Abudu. Am I correct? Yes. Page 19. Page 20. Page 21. Page 22. Yes, honorable member.
On page 22, the Special Budget Committee membership. If you look at 20, my name is there. It's double T. Otoje is double T, not one T.
Honorable member, you are saying the spelling of the name Hotoji is double T, not one T.
Yes.
But the DZE is okay.
It's okay.
And so how is it pronounced?
Hotoje. But the T is double.
Hotoje. But initially you said Hotoji.
The name
and I know Hotoji is not spelled with DZE. Hotoje.
Hotoje is the name.
Yes. Hotoje. Yes, table office. Kindly take note. Page 23. Sorry, honorable member, yes.
Right, honorable speaker. Page 23, number 11. The name is Kofi Amankwa Menu. The Amankwa is without an H, and it is hyphenated.
Table office, take note. Amankwa Menu, that's one name, hyphenated. No H. Page 24. Page 25. Page 26. Page 27. Page 28. Yes, honorable.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The Speaker, on page 25.
25?
Yes, 25, the table above, item 21. The name is Honorable Thomas Ada Dalu. Honorable Thomas Ada Dalu. Ada is ADDA. Dalu is DALU. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Is the honorable member present? Table office, take note, the name is Thomas Ada Dalu, not Thomas Mbumba. Yes, honorable member.
Yes, I'm present.
Yes, is the name Mbumba or Ada Dalu?
It is Ada Dalu.
And so where did the word Mbumba come in?
Well, Mr. Speaker, I don't know.
Yes. Honorable member.
Yes, right, Honorable Speaker. Page 28, number 18. Title also missing. And so I don't come back, if you don't mind, page 39 as well. I mean, just same thing there too. Title missing. It's Dr. Dixon Admaku Kisi. Thank you.
Sorry, my attention was being distracted.
Okay. Please,
page 28.
Item 18.
Item 18.
Yes, Honorable Speaker.
Yes, please.
It's Dr. Dixon Admakukisi. The title is missing here.
Again, the doctor should be captured. Honorable Dr. Dixon Admakukisi. Page 29. Yes, Honorable Member.
Right, Honorable Speaker, page 28, item number 18. The name is Krentel, not Krenstel. It's Krentel. So there is a mistake.
Sorry, I didn't get that. Page 28.
2818. The name is Krentel. It's not Krenstel.
2818 is Honorable Dr. Dixon Admakukisi.
No, right, Honorable Speaker, it's 29. 29.
Page 29.
18.
18.
Yes. It's Krentel. TSIL.
The spelling of Krentel is wrong.
Yes, yes.
Table office, kindly take note. Page 30.
Yes, Honorable Speaker.
Yes, please.
Page 30, item number 5. It's supposed to be Kwamena Mintanyako, Honorable Dr. Kwamena Mintanyako. The doctor is awaiting, and then the Minta was the first name, so that is supposed to be changed. Kwamena Mintanyako.
Table office, take note.
Sorry, it's omitted. The doctor is omitted. Sorry.
Yes. So they will insert the doctor and rearrange the sequence of the name.
Yes, in order not to come back.
Honorable Dr. Kwamena Minta Nyako.
Yes, please. In order not to come back again, page 46, please.
Sorry, we haven't reached there yet.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Page 31. Page 32. Page 33. Yes, Honorable Member.
Thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker. Right Honourable Speaker, I was trying to catch your attention at page 32, number 18. I believe our honourable colleague is not around. He will have observed that Tete has not been captured correctly. The Honourable Bismarck Tete Nyako. The number 18 at page 32. And while at it,
right, please, the spelling of Tete, get it correct.
And while at it, Right Honourable Speaker, I've observed that some of the head notes for the committees is not consistent with the rendition in our standing orders, Standing Order 151 and 152. So if the table office can take note. For example, the Committee of Privileges, it has not been captured accurately. The Committee on Gender and Children, it has not been captured accurately. So if we can be consistent with our standing orders 151 and 152. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Table office, please get the right rendition. Page 33. Page 34. Yes, Honourable Member.
Thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker. Right Honourable Speaker, on 34, number 2, the title Doctor is missing. It's Honourable Dr. Prince Hamidu Ama. Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker.
Honourable members, you should allow. It's not easy to get doctorate, so please. It's their rightful title. Give it to them. Page 35. Page 36. Page 37. Page 38. Yes.
Abu
Sorry.
Speaker.
Yes.
Page 38. Item number 19. The name is Albert Tete Nyakute. The Nyakute has been replaced with Nyako.
Nyakute.
Nyakute. Not Nyako. Yes.
3819. Yes, Honorable Member.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, same page, number 8. The name is Al Hassan Abdallah Idi, not Al Hassan Abdullah Idi. So Abdallah is in contention. Abdallah, not Abdullah.
Honorable Al Hassan Abdallah Idi, not Abdullah. Noted, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Any more corrections before we move to 39? Page 39.
Honorable Speaker, page 39, item 16 is Honorable Engineer Yao Gomado. Engineer is ENGR.
Honorable Engineer Yao Gomado.
Yes. And similar, page 18, item 17.
Sorry, page 18.
Item 17, same Honorable Engineer Yao Gomado. ENGR is...
That one approached the table office.
All right, sir.
We've gone past page 18 long ago. So please capture his name properly of his title, engineer.
Thank you.
Page 40. Page 40.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yes.
Page 40, item 18. Frederick. 40.
Page 40, item 18, yes.
Yes, 18. It's Frederick. Frederick. So there's an omission of E. Frederick.
Frederick Yao Ahenkwa.
Yeah.
Yes, his spelling of Frederick is D-E. Table office, take note. Page 42. Yes, Honorable Member.
Right Honorable Speaker, on page 41, under the Committee on Works and Housing, number 11, the name is supposed to be Andrew, not Andrews. My name doesn't take S. Andrew, not Andrews.
Is it the name is or supposed to be?
The name is Andrew Dalchiwite, not Andrews.
Table office, please do away with the S. Yes, Honorable.
Right, Honorable Speaker. Page 40, item 17. The submission of T is Krentel. My name again is Krentel.
That's page 41. Page 41.
No, page 40.
There is no name like that on page 40.
It's a continuation of page 40.
And so is it on page 40?
Yeah, page 41, but it's a continuation.
Honorable Member, you don't say yeah.
Right, Honorable Speaker, it's continuation of page 40.
Yes, so it's on page 41.
41, yeah, exactly.
Yes, the spelling of Krentel.
Krentel.
Abeku Krentel. The spelling, please get it correct. Yes, Honorable.
No, it's fine. You're correct.
Right, Honorable Speaker, I'm getting a little confused then. I'll be grateful for your very respected direction. Right, Honorable Speaker, I and you belong to the same profession. People are calling themselves engineer, this, that. Should we call ourselves honorable lawyer, this? And honorable teacher, this? Because you are saying that people suffer to get doctorate. Not to be suffered. It's not a joke. Teachers also suffered. Nurses suffered. Who else suffered? They say plumbers also suffered. So, Honorable Speaker, the way things are going now, very soon people will be putting attempted and so on, PhD attempted. And you yourself, right, Honorable Speaker, the way things are going, you should be right honorable lawyer before we start mentioning. But I'll leave it to your guidance.
Well, I don't have any standing order to guide me. And there's no president in Ghana to guide me. But I know somewhere where all those things are captured. And I'm sure you all know. And so they even add chief. I don't know whether that's where we are moving towards. But I think we could restrict ourselves to the academic titles. I think so. So I would direct that we restrict ourselves to the academic titles. And so I don't know the title the lawyers use apart from Esquire. Yeah, so let's move on. Page 42. Page 43. Yes, Honorable.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Page 43, number where is it? Number 14. Sebastian N. I don't normally abbreviate. N is meaning so, as captured on page 6. That's the attendance seat. Is rightly spelled on that page, so they shouldn't abbreviate my name for me. Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. It's meaning so.
He wants the N to be given its full meaning. Page 44. Page 45. Yes, Honorable.
Page 44, item numbered 15. The name is Linda Obenewa. E is omitted. OBENEAA. Obenewa A Oklu. Thank you.
Table office, that is page 45.
Yeah, it's 45. Yeah.
Page 45, number 1515. Page 46. Yes, Honorable Member.
Yes, the page 46, item 14. It's supposed to be Honorable Dr. Kwamina Minta. The Minta has no H. MINTA.
Let's get the correct one, not what it's supposed to be.
MINTA.
Minta without an H.
Yes, please.
All right.
Thank you.
Table office, take note. Page 47. Page 48.
Honorable Speaker. Page 47, please.
Yes, please.
Item 11. It's adjuvant does not have a G at the end of it. It's adjuvant without a G at the end. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, table office, number 11, page 47. Ajimai without a G. Page 48.
Right, Honorable Speaker.
Yes, please.
Item number 18, page 48. Sulemana Adama, not Adams Ramsey Sulemana. Thank you.
Table office, kindly take note. Page 49.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Yes, please.
Page 49, item number 10, Mavis Nkanta Bodu. The Nkanta Bodu should be hyphenated. Thank you.
Table office, take note, number 10, page 49. Page 50. Honorable members, the votes and proceedings of the 21st sitting of the first meeting of the first session held on Thursday, 11th March 2021, as corrected are adopted as the true record of proceedings. We have no official report, and so we move to item 4, business statement for the 9th week, Chairman, Business Committee.
Right Honorable Speaker, on the strength of Order 56 of the rules of this House, I present the business statement for the week ending Saturday, 20th March 2021.
Yes, who are you?
Mr. Speaker, with your leave, may I present the business statement? I am the Vice Chair of the committee. Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, my chairman has been given some other constitutional duties.
Address the chair.
Mr. Speaker, with your leave granted, I proceed to present the business statement for the week ending 20th of March 2021. Mr. Speaker, your committee met yesterday and the following decisions were taken, and this is the arrangement of the business for the ensuing week. Right Honorable Speaker, may read any available communication that will come to the House. Mr. Speaker, may pursuant to Order 72, permit ministers to make statement of government policy. Statement duly admitted by Right Honorable Speaker may be made in the House by members as well in accordance with Order 72. Right Honorable Speaker, bills, papers and reports may also be presented for first reading in accordance with the rules of this House. However, those of urgent nature may be taken through the various stages in one day in accordance with Order 119. And pursuant to Order 75, papers for presentation to the House may be placed on the order paper for laying. And committee reports may also be presented to the House for consideration. Mr. Speaker, motions may also be debated and consequential resolutions, if any, taken within the week. Then the main thing, the budget statement and the economic policy of government. Mr. Speaker, it is expected that a lively debate, well-researched, informed debate on the economic policy of government for the year 2021 will take place in the ensuing week Mr. Speaker, members must have the opportunity to have their own bites. Accordingly, your committee has arranged time allotment as follows. 1, the seconder and ranking member of the Finance Committee will have 20 minutes. Other committee chair and ranking members 15 minutes. All other members will have 10 minutes. Mr. Speaker, we have also structured the debate on the following lines: governance, security, public safety, finance, the economy generally, energy and other infrastructural sectors. Mr. Speaker, these will afford members the opportunity to prepare in an area that they have their strengths, so that we can all benefit from their debate. Mr. Speaker, the Business Committee also proposed the following sectors for each day. Tuesday, 16 March 2021, Finance, Agriculture, Trade and Industry. Wednesday, 17 March 2021, Communications, Energy, Roads, Works and Housing, Sanitation and Environment. Thursday, 18 March 2021, Education, Health, Employment, Youth and Sports, Tourism, Culture and Chieftaincy. Friday, 19th March 2021, Governance, including Local Government, Judiciary, Defense, Interior, EC, NCC, SHRAJ. Mr. Speaker, for emphasis, all these institutions will come under governance, in other words. Then Friday, 19 March 2021, leadership is expected to conclude the debate. Honorable members are also informed that there's going to be, the budget will conclude on Friday, the 19th of March 2021. So, Speaker, next is our sitting. The committee recommends that during the presentation of business last week, the Business Committee once again recommended that the House commences sitting each day at 10 a.m. and also have extended sitting to ensure that debate on the budget statement and economic policy of government concludes on 19th of March 2021. Mr. Speaker, the committee entreats all committees to endeavor to commence the consideration of the budget estimates of various ministries, departments, and agencies by Thursday, 18th March 2021. As honorable members may observe on the business, this House is programmed to sit briefly on Saturday, 20th of March 2021, and to hold committee sittings. The Business Committee therefore proposes that committees take advantage of the said Saturday to hold committee sittings for the consideration of the budget estimate of MDAs. The foregoing recommendations are expected to enable expeditious consideration of the budget estimates and the passing of the Appropriation Bill 2021 prior to the House adjourning Synod on Tuesday, 30th March 2021. And Mr. Speaker, it must be emphasized that once such industry is expected of members, matters of pleasure shall be made available for the comfort of members. I mean blessed assurance. Mr. Speaker, a reminder of the post-budget workshop. Members are kindly reminded of the post-budget workshop scheduled for all members of Parliament. Emphasis, all members of Parliament. It will be held at the Volta Serene Hotel, Ho in the Volta region. Other details are as follows. Check-in at the hotel will be the afternoon of Saturday, 13th of March 2021. Sunday, 14th to Monday, 15th March will be workshop days, and members are expected to depart from Ho on the morning of Tuesday, 16th of March. The House is expected to start sitting at 2 p.m. same day. Mr. Speaker, in accord with Order 162 and subject to Order 53, the committee submits to the House the order in which business of the House shall be taken, and same is attached. And since it is here, Mr. Speaker, I rely on same without more. Respectfully submitted, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable members, you've heard the Deputy Majority Leader and Vice Chair of the Business Committee present the business for the ensuing week. Any comments? Yes, Honorable.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I raised the issue of research assistant last week when the business statement was presented. And leader gave an indication that some work will be done and that some report will be given.
Well, that is not in the hands of the business committee.
Very well. Very well.
Research assistance is a matter outside the remit of business committee.
Very well.
Yes.
I'm guided.
So we'll take it later on.
Very well.
Yes, Honorable Member.
Thank you. Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, from the statement ably presented by the Deputy Majority Leader, it's obvious that he would wish that we return to Accra on Tuesday, and on that same Tuesday proceed to Parliament and commence with the debate on the budget statement. Mr. Speaker, you know the distance from Ho to Accra and the traffic situation. It will be virtually impossible to travel from Ho Tuesday morning, get to Accra, freshen up, and come to commence the debate at 2. So if the business committee could take a second look at it and see how we can adjust accordingly. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I have two concerns. Mr. Speaker, the first one relates to the consideration of the budget estimate. Mr. Speaker, if you are to look at item 4 on the business statement, we were told that Parliament will be considering the budget estimate starting from Thursday, the 18th of March 2021. Mr. Speaker, this will mean that Parliament will have only about 2 weeks to consider all the estimates. Speaker, strangely, in the past we have used about 4 weeks to consider budget estimates. Can the Vice Chairman of the committee give us some understanding as to how we will be able to consider budget estimates in this shortest possible time? Less than 2 weeks, Mr. Speaker, to be precise, about 13 days. Mr. Speaker, secondly, there is another item here that, Mr. Speaker, there's the need for us to review. Item 3, in terms of times that has been allotted to the speakers. If you are to look at Roman numeral 1, we have been informed that the seconder and then the ranking member of the Finance Committee will be speaking for 20 minutes. Mr. Speaker, I think for a budget policy of this kind, it is very important that at least the seconder and the ranking member be given 30 minutes at the minimum to be able to discuss it. Mr. Speaker, I also propose that the ranking members and other committee chair be given a minimum of 20 minutes so that we can do justice with the document. Because, Mr. Speaker, clearly 15 minutes may not be enough. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, Honorable.
Most grateful, Right Honourable Speaker. Right Honourable Speaker, two issues very quickly. The first one being looking at the arrangement of business. We have room created for statements, for bills, for papers and reports, for motions and resolutions. But Mr. Speaker, conspicuously missing from the arrangement of business is questions to honorable ministers. The honorable ministers are in place, most of them recycled ministers, and so they cannot tell us they need time to settle in. There are urgent matters, Mr. Speaker, very urgent questions that some of us have filed. And I'm surprised that for all of these weeks, we still do not have room in all the arrangement of businesses that have been presented for urgent questions to be addressed by honorable ministers in line with Order 60 of our standing orders, which stipulates, Mr. Speaker, that ministers shall, by order of the House, be requested to attend sittings of the House to answer questions asked of them. I want to find out from the Honorable Vice Chairman of the Business Committee when they will create room for questions to be responded to by the Honorable Ministers of State. And finally, Mr. Speaker, from page 2 of the business statement, the selected areas of interest for the debate, again conspicuously missing is the Foreign Affairs Committee. I will have thought that under governance, which we have broadened to include local government, the judiciary, defense, interior, EC, NCC, SHRAJ, we would have created space for foreign affairs. Mr. Speaker, that's a very, very important aspect of our work as a House, and there are a lot of urgent matters that require debate. I'm sure the budget may even respond to some of them. Issues to do with threats of terrorism and border closures, our land borders and sea borders remain closed, and all kinds of threats of insurgencies and matters within the ECOWAS, free movement of persons and goods and services and all of that after, because if we are talking about a budget and rebounding this by way of our economic agenda, you cannot do all of this without international diplomacy and our bilateral relations being discussed thoroughly. So, Mr. Speaker, if the Business Committee can relook at the selection of sectors that we should focus on, it is totally unpardonable, Mr. Speaker, that foreign affairs should be blatantly omitted. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, honorable member. No, not chairman yet. Please, there's somebody behind you. Yes, please.
Honorable Speaker, the honorable member used the word recycled ministers. I think it is not a good phrase to use for ministers who have been reappointed. And it will be better if the honorable member reconsider that phrase. Thank you. He should withdraw it.
And apologize.
Mr. Speaker, I only took a leaf from the Venerable J.H. Mensah, who was
actually
minority leader.
Actually, the word recycled octogenarians was ever used on the floor, and it was accepted by the House. I know it's always used in a very light manner, and it should not be taken to heart as taking away some value or luster of the title minister. Yes, my daughter, I can see you clearly. You don't need to draw my attention. Yes, you may go on.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I want to draw the attention of the Deputy Leader to item number 3, and it continues on the second page. And as earlier raised by Honorable Kujetua Blakwa, I also see that gender, children, and social protection, which ought to have been captured under governance, is conspicuously missing. And I think it's a very important and sensitive area or sector of our economy. So the debate should equally capture that as well. Thank you for the opportunity, Mr. Speaker.
Yes. The last one before we go back. Well, there are many more.
Yeah, right.
Yes,
Speaker. I want to find out from the Deputy Leader. We are presenting the budget today. We are told we are not sitting tomorrow, Sunday, and Monday, but the debate on the budget starts on Tuesday. Can the Deputy Leader assure the House that members will get copies of the budget today? Otherwise, what we're going to have is members having access to the budget statement for just a day before they start the debate on Tuesday. And I don't think that will give members an opportunity to digest the budget and make meaningful contributions. So we definitely needed hard copies of the budget before we leave this House today. Can the Deputy Leader assure members? Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, Honorable.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, on item 4, actually it's item 5, on the post-budget workshop, it says that all members of Parliament are to attend. I know that we recently had to attend a workshop, and because of COVID concerns, members were separated and we went in 2 batches. I just need assurance from the Deputy Leader on the issue of COVID and whether all those precautions have been taken for that workshop. To speak on the same lines of the issues that has been raised, I think that on Tuesday, 16th of March, we were talking about trying to have a structured debate. I see finance, trade industry, and agriculture. I would strongly suggest that on that line, energy should be part of that, and probably agri should be moved to the Wednesday, and that switch will help. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, please.
Mr. Speaker, I would like to draw attention to the fact that we are having an outlier situation because of the pandemic. A lot of things as a house, we need to exercise some sort of pragmatism in the area of the use of time resource. I'm saying this because of what my colleague on the other side said. Even the PFM Act 2016, Act 921/18, even with the fiscal targets, because of a condition that we find ourselves in, can be suspended. So I'm pleading with the House that let us all agree to the time set and work within to enhance productivity since COVID-19 has delayed us going forward. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Yes, please.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. As the Member of Parliament for Butsa South, Dr. Clement Abasina Bapak. Mr. Speaker, I wish to commend the Deputy Leader of the Majority Group for making us aware that plans are in place to ensure the best comfort for members under these very strenuous conditions under which we are expected to operate. Mr. Speaker, having said that, and given the concerns raised by the Honourable Minister for Gender, Children and Social Protection and the Honourable Member of Parliament for North Tong with regards to the omission of very important and indeed key areas that leadership should consider adjusting the time as provided. Because the time that has been provided for the budget debate to be conducted and concluded, I will presuppose, is based on what has been listed. So necessarily, with these new additions, there would have to be an adjustment to accommodate what was omitted. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, leader.
Mr. Speaker, let me thank you very much and thank the deputy leader for standing in the stead of the leader of government business to present the business statement. Mr. Speaker, understandably, we have a challenge, and the challenge is that many a times it takes us 4 weeks to thoroughly go through the budget, which is always inadequate. In many other jurisdictions, a month is normally dedicated for the purpose of budget debate to allow for thorough scrutiny. But one can understand that the country is going through a difficult transition, and therefore we do not have time, and we have to pass the budget not later than 31st of March in order that what was advanced in appropriation will be dealt with. So, Mr. Speaker, the concerns raised by the Honorable Atuforsen and many others, we will have to revise the time to give ranking members adequate time of those seconding and ranking 30 minutes, and committee chairperson and ranking members 20 minutes, and other members probably 15 minutes to compensate for the time lost. But Mr. Speaker, you have to direct the Ministry of Finance that not later than Wednesday or probably even Tuesday, estimates normally delay budget consideration. When would we get the estimates? And it should be on time. Mr. Speaker, I do also agree with my colleagues. When you look at the second page, and I'm sure Deputy Leader will agree, yesterday at Business Committee, this was not thoroughly considered. So you see an important area of the economy like energy missing, gender missing, foreign affairs missing. So we can just have a day for energy, gender, and foreign policy. Even the governance institution...
Energy is on Thursday.
Wednesday, thank you.
Energy is on 17th.
Yes, please. So gender, foreign affairs will have to be looked at. We have to expand, and maybe for 19th, we should just say governance. When you say judiciary, that is an arm of government. And then you go and list only a few: EC, NCC, Shiraj, no audit service, no National Media Commission, and others. So we will have to review that, and I'm sure myself and my colleague can do that. Mr. Speaker, so we will ask for extension of time. Mr. Speaker, we also have served notice that we will be filing a motion demanding that the GMPC submit to this House, or the Minister for Energy explains why the Tema LNG project, estimated at $350 million, have not been brought before Parliament. And also we've served notice of a motion on Frontiers Healthcare Services, how it was procured, for purposes of understanding how those charges of 150 is being done at the airport. So those are motions we'll bring to you. And Mr. Speaker, concluding, questions. Mr. Speaker, you know that is how we elucidate information from ministers. They've just walked in, they are warming in onto the budget. Many members are encouraged to file questions. And Mr. Speaker, per Order 67, it is in your bosom. We trust that you will admit those questions that are urgent and questions that are constituency specific, so that members will demand those answers from those ministers. So, Mr. Speaker, generally, I agree with the tenor of what has been provided by the Deputy Leader on behalf of the Leader, but we have to add some more areas and be more flexible with the allocation of time. But once again, Mr. Speaker, estimates. When do we get the estimates made available to the committees to proceed? I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
I will give the opportunity now to the Vice Chair to see if he could respond. Those that he couldn't, will flag them for the chairman to do so during the course of the week.
Mr. Speaker, on the issue of the time of departure raised by Honorable Jinapo, will be done Monday evening. And because it is expected that members may have to do some work on their laptops in the night, they would want to do some more work on their laptops, research, and get their briefings right. They will leave in the morning around 5 a.m. or 4 a.m. And I'm sure they would have come back to Accra, freshen up for the 2 p.m. So we are just entreating members to do that work and make sure that you come, because we are done on Monday. So if we are all committed to that, there should be no problem. Yes, I agree with Honorable Atuforsen on the issue of the time. I believe that, as Riley indicated, we will discuss it. The item 3 would be varied as appropriate. But if you look at how we structured the debate, I'm sure you would even be tired going over the same point, because you have 10 members to your finance committee, for instance. You have about 10 of your members there, or even more. I think it's 25-member committee or so. You cannot speak for 30 minutes. You would definitely need to give space to somebody to prepare another person. So, Honorable, you need to groom some of the young ones. So I'm sure you may not even need all the 30, but that notwithstanding, if you need more time, it will be discussed per the assurance given by the minority leader and the member of the committee. Yes, Honorable Kwame Agboja raised the issue of the copies of the budget. I think it is fair. It would have to be considered, and it must be done so that we read and get the details before the actual workshop starts. On the concerns of Honorable Okudzeto Ablakwa and my respected learned colleague Adwa Safo, yes, that's an omission that would also be factored. So consider item 3, that same will be amended. And then Ama Kofibua raised issue of assurance, COVID-19. Yes, I've been reliably informed that 3 hotels are available: Serene, Chances, and Sky Flats. So it's been done such that we would have enough opportunity for we ourselves to observe those protocols. But we must also be disciplined in the protocols. You know what I mean, Honorable Amakofibua. You know what I mean. And then, Mr. Speaker, I think these address the main issues, except that Honorable Harun Idrisu talked about the motion they intend filing. We've made space for you to file your motion. You continue to serve us notice that you are going to do this. There's an opportunity for you in the ensuing week. So file your motion. You keep serving us notice that you want to do it. Do it. There's an opportunity there. And I believe that it's because the week is loaded. That is why the issue of question didn't find space. But Mr. Speaker, it's within your discretion that if there's any urgent question to be considered, ministers are in place. So, Mr. Speaker, I don't think it will be out of order if you admit any question, even as we debating the budget, because that is part of the tools we use as parliamentarians. So, Mr. Speaker, on that score, I think I pray that the statement, business statement, be adopted for us to make progress. Thank you so much indeed.
Yes. Well, I'll permit you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I know the Deputy Majority Leader has concluded, but I'm thinking probably Monday, if we can beat the time to lunchtime, after lunch, then we set off. It will help instead of Monday, because Monday morning, the Kosombo, Tuesday morning, the Michelle camp there, the traffic is so heavy. So if leaders will agree with my colleague that by 3 p.m. we set off, if you decide to stay, fine, but we make it a point that by 3 we are done on Monday, so that members can leave, and those who decide to stay will stay. But if you say Monday and you leave on Tuesday, the traffic will be very heavy. By the time we get here, a lot of us will be exhausted, and we might not be making sense. That's my suggestion, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Yes, honorable members, the business statement is a guide, and so we are in the position to add to, subtract, amend, revise as we go along. Definitely we'll be looking at what is practicable, and so we will not just be bound by what is on this paper. And you know, we have a lot of partners and stakeholders in this matter. It also depends on how cooperative they are, particularly the Ministry of Finance. One, how early do we get copies of the budget statement? Two, the estimates, the details of the estimates. Sometimes they take a long time in coming. And so we are ready, we are prepared to sit 24/7. And I'm sure members should psych themselves and prepare towards that. Even if it means we have to sit on Sunday, we have to do so. Before by the close of the month, the budget should have been passed and the Appropriation Act assented to by His Excellency the President. If not, governance will come to a complete halt. I'm surprised that none of you mentioned Parliament. I didn't see Parliament captured. On the days that have been allocated for various areas. But I will propose that Parliament and the judiciary be given particular attention. And I want to give notice again that Parliament and the judiciary, Ministry of Finance, and His Excellency the President, these are not sectors of the economy. These are arms of government. And we are not going to take any budget that is like a ministry's budget. That will not be tolerated. Those arms of government will also have to be strengthened to be able to perform their functions. We can no longer allow the executives to be running amok without any check and balance. I'm sure this is sufficient notice. I have seen an indication of what is alleged to be ceiling for those arms. I am not going to take that. So the ministry is well represented, and our own member is going to read the budgets. Kindly take note, or else you have it tough with the Right Honorable Speaker.
Yes.
Our capex has been completely taken away from the indication that have been sent to me. And it will not happen under my watch. That will not happen. So if you have to go and revise the budget, you better do so. We are prepared to sit 24/7 to go through the budget and pass it. But members will no longer be allowed to continue to use their houses as offices to perform government functions and their duties for the good people of Ghana. We'll be along this path for 28 good years. I'm sure now we are grown. And the budget is not only for the executive.
Yes.
Members should not be worried. Definitely we will admit urgent questions. But normal questions will take more time. And so within this short space, we may not have the leisure to listen to ministers on that one. Again, there will be virtual presentation. And so members are not all to be physically present at the venue. But we're going to take note. Participation in the post-budget workshop is a prerequisite to contribution on the floor of the House. We want members to take it serious and participate in the post-budget workshop. Again, it's important for members to organize themselves. We will not allow too much repetition. And we will not allow too much heckling. Neither are we going to entertain noise making.
Mr. Speaker.
We want to take business serious.
Yes.
So within these few weeks, Parliament will have to focus and properly analyze, diagnose, and if possible, revise some of the proposals before us. If not, the custodian of the purse concert will be of no consequence at all. So please, let's take this exercise seriously and let's do the right thing. Well, it's part of our duty to make sure that the national priorities are properly aligned to the vision of this country. Yes, Honourable Member, I see you been on your feet for some time.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker, for indulging me. Right Honourable Speaker, flowing from the discussions that we had and the fact that we need time to look at the budget, and then we also need to get everybody on board for convenience. Is it not possible for us to have the post-budget workshop here in Accra, and precisely in this where we having this? The presence. Is it not possible, as it did in the 5th Parliament, where all the workshops were done?